If your daughter is in 5th grade, I want you to know something. You're standing in one of the sweetest and most important parenting years, and you probably don't even realize it yet. 5th grade is kind of like the farewell tour of childhood. Now, childhood doesn't suddenly end, but it does phase out gradually as puberty enters the picture. And there isn't a specific starting line, a timeline where girls start, but things are beginning to shift by 5th grade. Hi, my name is Nick. I started my career teaching 4th and 5th grade, then moved into middle school, high school, and eventually college. And after 30 years of watching girls grow up, I can tell you so many of the things we deal with later begin quietly right here, where you are. At 10 or 11, her brain is changing. Her body may be changing. Her friends and friendships are changing. The way she sees herself is changing. And we can't stop this process. And she will be all over the map. One day, she acts like she's 5. And you think, oh my gosh, grow up. And the next day, she's thoughtful and capable. And you're like, yes. And then she walks into the kitchen acting like she's 16. And you're thinking, who are you?
And now she's 10 and 11 years old, not little, not a teenager. Everything feels really big. And this is where your critical work begins.
Welcome to 5th grade. Some girls have periods already. Some don't. Some have boobs, no boobs, phones, no phones. Some look 14 and some still look like they're 8. And that creates a gap. Meanwhile, a whole lot is happening on the inside that you can't see. Check out this MRI image from Harvard. The yellow represents less maturity. The blue is more mature. The prefrontal cortex is not as developed right now. And this is where you come in. You will have to grow her logic, and this takes until they are 25. She's hearing snippets and pieces from friends, older siblings, cousins, adults, online, everywhere. And her developing brain is trying to put all of those pieces together. And this is where I want you. Not panicking, not interrogating, not trying to keep her little, but you're standing beside her because she's still reaching for your hand while she's beginning to reach for her own independence. And this is a tricky place to be as a mom. This is not easy for you. You're changing too. Your parenting that worked when she was 7 isn't going to work now. You're learning when to step in and when to let her struggle. And that's so hard. Your friends are also struggling in their own homes. They're standing in it too. So every kid is different. Every kid needs different tools. And that's why I created my Mom to Me membership, Raising Beautiful Messes, right? Where girls and moms learn to grow at the edge of childhood and stepping into the beginning of puberty. If I could just choose 3 things I want a 5th grader learning right now, it's these. First, who am I and who do I want to become? Not who mom and dad want me to be, not her friends, but me. She's supposed to begin separating who she is from who you are. It's part of the process. And before she can stand up for herself, she needs to know what she's standing up for. Now, we're not handing her an identity. We're helping her to discover her own identity. This takes time, it takes effort, and a lot of work and patience. And that inner strength will be tested. And it doesn't matter where she is, public school, private school, homeschool, church, sports. I've seen it all. You cannot create an environment where she will never be challenged, and you don't want that. Build the girl who knows herself when she is ready to stand up. Second, teach her to use her voice. We tell girls to have boundaries, but boundaries have social consequences. It's not simple to just stand up or just say no. Saying no might mean somebody gets mad. Speaking up might mean she doesn't get invited. Disagreeing might make things uncomfortable. And that's why she has to practice assertiveness and feeling that discomfort before she needs it when she's not with you. And home is one of the best places for her to do that. So let her disagree appropriately. Teach her how to do that. Let her tell you what she thinks without you judging it. Teach her that having a different opinion isn't disrespect, but you have to say it respectfully. We practice this inside Raising Beautiful Messes too, and I see what happens. I teach them a variety of ways to draw boundaries before those decisions have bigger consequences. And that's coming in high school, guaranteed. One of my members going into 6th grade told me last Sunday, I built a shell around myself after 4th and 5th grade, and it gets heavy. She told me she's finding the girl she used to be again, but better. She's speaking up, and 6th grade is going so much better. That's the work. Not making her louder, helping her trust her voice enough to use it when it matters. And it might take years for her to do that. Number 3, teach her how to handle conflict, not avoid it, not immediately cut someone off, not have mom fix every friendship problem, to truly handle it. And this is where communication becomes everything, and they need practice, because practice makes better. Can she tell the difference between what actually happened and the story she's telling about it? Can she ask instead of jumping to conclusions? Can she hear something she doesn't like and accept it and analyze it and then move on? Can she apologize when she's wrong? And can she repair or recognize when it's time to distance herself? These are relationship skills that are learned at home with you and siblings or cousins or just whoever. And 5th grade is an incredible low stakes place to practice them, because the girls I see doing this work in 5th grade walk into 6th and 7th grade very differently. Not perfect, but they know who they are. They've practiced. They've thought about how their voice works, and they've learned to work through conflict. And slowly they're learning, I can handle hard things without losing myself. That's what I want for your daughter. And you can help her become capable of moving through it, all of those obstacles. We do not jump the hurdles for her. We teach her to jump them on her own. Because I've watched 10 turn into 14, 14 turn into 18, and 18 turn into 22. And this is a long game, a 10-year process. Maybe nobody did this with you, but I know you're going to give your daughter something different. You want it. You just sometimes don't know how. That's what we're building inside Raising Beautiful Messes. Moms learning how to adjust their parenting. Oh, girls practice the skills that they're going to need before the stakes get higher. So don't spend 5th grade panicking about middle school. Just pay attention. Show it. Slow it down and build. Because 5th grade isn't the year to hold on tighter. It's the year you both start learning how to let go.